Hey guys, this is the notes for 2-5, lesson 2-5. You can see on these other pages I've used a green and an orange highlighter. So for the three-step equations, I'm going to use a blue highlighter. So for our three-step equations, our equation that we're going to be looking at is 2x minus 18 equals 10x minus 6. You'll notice probably the main thing that's the difference here is that we have variables on both sides of the equation. So what we're going to go through is how to make that go away and just have a variable on one side. So you'll see right here in step 1, it says move all variable terms to one side. We still want to continue drawing our weight bar. So you can move your variables over to whichever side that you want. I found for most of beginning algebra students it's easier for them to move it to the left, but you could just as easily move your variable over to the right. It doesn't matter. So just to keep things easy, I'm going to go ahead and move my variables over to the left. So I want this 10x. I wish it was over here. So to make it move over there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 10x because this is a positive 10x, so I'll subtract 10x. Recall that whatever you do to one side of the equation, you've got to do to the other. So I'm going to put minus 10x over here. And the placement of that is important. It's important that you keep those x's lined up because this is a constant and those are not like terms, so that would not mix. So that cancels out. 2x minus 10x is negative 8x. And then I still have that negative 18. Bring down my equal sign, and over here I just have negative 6. And then on this next part for step 2, this is kind of looks like an equation you probably should recognize. For step 2, it says to undo the addition or subtraction on the variable side, which we've been doing in prior lessons. So here's my variable side. Undo the subtraction. Here's my subtraction is negative 18. So I'm going to add 18 to both sides. That cancels out. So I have negative 8x equals negative 6 plus 18 is 12. And then the next thing I'm going to do is step 3, which is undo the multiplication or division on the variable side. So right here I have some multiplication. I'm doing negative 8 times x. So to undo that negative 8 times, I'm going to divide by negative 8 on both sides. So I'll get x equals, and you can put it in your calculator if you're not for sure because this is kind of a weird one. I'm going to do 12 divided by negative 8. And I'll have negative 1.5 for an answer there. And if you want to check your answer, you do it the same way. So I would replace x with negative 1.5, and I would do that everywhere that I see it. I would do it here and here, and just make sure your equation balances. So I would do 2 times negative 1.5 minus 18. So I think that this side of the equation is going to be negative 21. And to check this side over here, I would do 10 times negative 1.5 minus 6. And I also got that this side is equal to negative 21. So because I was able to get that they were both equal to the same thing, I know that I did find the correct value for x, even though it's a decimal. Sometimes that happens. So for this lesson, 2-5, the homework is right here in your journal on page 12.